On to a brazen attack in Lakeview. Police say a teen threatened a woman with a gun just to steal her cell phone. But a neighbor's quick action likely saved her life. CBS 2's Marie Saavedra is in Lakeview. And Marie, you talked with that hero.
I don't advise doing this. Now, when I say this, I'm only speaking to my followers, Ock Nation. If you're not a part of Ock Nation and you want to do this, be my guest. This is very dangerous what this guy did. You have a teen mugging a woman in an alley. Something that all these people voted for. They voted for this. They marched for this. They protested for this. Now they have it. And there's a woman who's not your wife, who's not your girlfriend, getting what she voted for and what she marched for. Call the police. And this woman most likely voted for less police and marched for less police. Liberal white woman, white neighborhood in Chicago, Glacier Glider area. She voted for less police. Yeah, now she's having second thoughts. Of course now. But what about all the kids that have died in Chicago? All the grandparents who've died in Chicago, all the bystanders, working class people, mostly some people that have paid the ultimate cost because of things that this woman pushed and women like her just to show people that she wasn't like Trump and his crowd. I'm different. Get rid of the police. While black people are like, no, don't do that. No, I know what's best for you. Stand back, son, man. I have this. I know what you need. So now this guy's about to go get killed. He could have gotten killed over a woman who stomped her feet and banged on the table and demanded shorter sentences, no bail, empty the jails, less cops. She demanded anarchy. And now you're in your home and you're about to leave your home and get killed for her. I just think that that's something that I tell my group, Ock Nation, don't do that. Call the police. And if there's not enough police to show up, then that's something that she'll have to think about. Like, wow, maybe defund the police isn't that good. But you got to let these people, live their lives. This is what they want. And now they're getting it.
To a brazen attack in Lakeview. Police say a teen threatened a woman with a gun just to steal her cell phone. But a neighbor's quick action likely saved her life. CBS 2's Marie Saavedra is in Lakeview. And Marie, you talked with that hero.
I did, Erica. He thought it was important to share this story to let the people in the neighborhood know what happened. First, I want to give you a sense of where we are. We're on George, just off of Sheffield, which is a busy neighborhood many times of day, but especially Monday night around 9:30 with these bars and restaurants, there were plenty of people around. That's about the time that the woman in this case started her walk home, but she did not get far.
I've been thinking about it all day.
Sure,
yeah.
Of course. Vegan Bagoli is still replaying what happened Monday night as he got ready for bed.
I heard a really loud scream, horrific scream, and I looked at my wife, and we both said that's not normal.
Wow. His wife. That's crazy. That's the only woman you have to protect, bro, is your wife. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that manliness and just some people are wired like this. What he did was probably a great thing. What I'm saying is, when you see these people marching, when they're blocking the street, when you're stuck, you ever been stuck in traffic behind these protesters in these marches? And the police are walking with them and they got it blocked off while they're chanting anti-police slogans while being escorted by the police in these long caravans, and you got to wait 15, 20 minutes for them to pass by so you can go. You ever been on Twitter and said something relatively benign, basic common sense, and got called every name in the book and branded a horrible, racist, self-loathing, this or that? This is what these people want. They want chaos. They want that. And sometimes it finds them. I have no doubt in my mind. A white woman in a trendy neighborhood in Chicago is a stone cold liberal. They haven't had a Republican mayor. I'll let you guess. Can y'all guess when the last time they had a Republican mayor in Chicago? I'll do Jeopardy. $1921. Okay? We're talking a long time. Almost 100 years. Democrats have run this city. That's a long time. Even New York, they had Giuliani. That's a long time, Jack. These people, this is what they want. Let them have it.
I've been thinking about it all day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course. Vegan Bagoli is still replaying what happened Monday night as he got ready for bed.
I heard a really loud scream, horrific scream, and I looked at my wife, and we both said that's not normal.
What his ears heard, his surveillance cameras captured. Police confirmed you're watching a 15-year-old grab a 24-year-old woman, pinning her down in this Lakeview alley, right off Sheffield. Bagoli's doorbell camera recorded her fear.
I have no money.
And he saw it from his window.
I hear her yell that he has a gun. You'll hear a gun cock, and she says that it was in her face, and it was all about an iCloud password.
So this young gentleman, this teen, because he didn't vote for Trump, so you can't call him bad names. He is extorting this woman for her iPhone password. Because the phone, he needs to be able to get into the phone so he can clean it, wipe it clean, and, do all that other stuff, whatever he's going to do. There's no point in having it. So not only is he taking her phone, but he's forcing her to give the password. And of course, he's going to put it in there, right there, to make sure that it's real. And imagine how many times this 15-year-old did. I've been a part of these things, okay? It's no secret. I've talked about this. And I was about his same age, too. Your first one, you're scared. Your first couple, you're scared. This ain't his first one. This ain't the first time he did this. You don't just jump off the porch and rob somebody for their iPhone and then demand their password on your. He's a veteran. This is what he does. And I guarantee he's been arrested 20, 30 times. At 15, because you get out the next day. And maybe they all haven't been for this, but what I'm hearing somebody who does this. This is what they do. This is not some rookie, even though he's 15. This is somebody. This is a veteran.
No, I have no money.
And he saw it from his window.
I hear her yell that he has a gun. You'll hear a gun cock, and she says that it was in her face, and it was all about an iCloud password.
I don't know it.
As I'm running downstairs, I'm purposefully yelling, call the cops, call the cops. I think that deterred him, if not opening my door deterred him, and coming outside.
Several angles of the video show seconds before Begoli comes out. The teen leaves the woman and walks off as if nothing happened. Police did catch up with him, charging him with robbery and 2 other felonies. You can add that to District 19's tally, which includes Lakeview. It's seen 162 robberies so far this year, 10 fewer than 2020. What bothers Begoli more than the totals is the fact that the teen is out of custody on electronic monitoring.
After you point a gun at somebody's head and threaten to kill them over a phone, I'm not sure how you can get released the next day.
Come on, Vegam. Come on, Vegam Begoli. Stop this. This is what. Where were you the last 18 months? They have been clamoring for this. They demanded this. This was a demand. Politicians couldn't get elected without giving this to these people. Okay? We gonna talk real here, man. It was political suicide to not campaign on this. Your campaign advisors, your team, they would tell you, even if you don't believe this, just tell them that you'll do this. And then we'll get in and we'll try to do something else. But you have to tell them that you're going to defund the police, you're going to eliminate bail, you're going to lessen sentences, you're going to not lock people up, you're going to find alternatives to prison, to jail. And that's why in Chicago and Houston and places like that, they're running out of ankle monitors. What does he mean? What is he talking about? I don't think that you point a gun in someone's face and threaten to kill him, you should be out the next day. Wait a second. They burned cities. I think Portland and Seattle are still under siege. NBA players, celebrities. This wasn't like just a demand. There was never anything that this country in my lifetime that was I wasn't alive in the civil rights movement. But I haven't seen anything in this country where that energy and force and pressure has been put on anything. Where that much pressure has been put on to have something happen. Criminal justice reform helps little guys like this. Gabe Begoli, you get nothing out of criminal justice reform. That woman who thinks she's going to die, rightfully so, looking at a barrel of a 15-year-old gun. Me, you, the people in the chat, we get nothing out of criminal justice reform. The only people who get anything out of criminal justice reform are criminals. And they got it. Wake up, vegan Begoli. Wake up, man. What's wrong with you?
What bothers Begoli more than the totals is the fact that the teen is out of custody on electronic monitoring.
After you point a gun at somebody's head and threaten to kill them over a phone, I'm not sure how you can get released the next day.
He does not think that punishment fits the crime he witnessed.
It's disappointing. It's disappointing that it's happening here.
In the end, the 15-year-old didn't even take the phone. The two other felonies he is faced with are unlawful possession of a weapon and possession of a stolen weapon. He is due back in court in September. We are live in Lakeview. Marisa Vedra, CBS 2 News.